Howdy friends, it's Kathy with RustPaperScissors, and I wanted to bring you a new journal that I made. I've been making several since I got back from helping my mom, and just wanted to get busy, and so I've made several. This one is a repurposed book. It's just the book cover on the back. I used some adhesive backed velvet to strengthen the spine. I added a vintage doily. I added a rhinestone. It looks like a butterfly to me. And then the front is also a vintage, it's either a napkin or a handkerchief, I wasn't sure. I added the faux French enameled tags that I sell in my shop. This one says Journey, so I named the journal Journey, and then I added just some crocheted items that I did, and I used the rusted brads. It's held together with some rusted, they're called rusted D-clips, and I just added some sari silk. I only put the closure on the signature. I didn't close the outside of the book. That way I thought if you wanted to add some things, especially back here, you would have room to add things that it wasn't closed. And so let's go inside. This is a trim that I made. I taught myself to crochet while I was at my mom's. And then this is just a library card. I added a little lace. I added some rhinestones that I took off a necklace that I repurposed. And then this is just a library card for you to journal on. And then the Graphics Fairy has I believe it's a new bundle. It's called Forget-Me-Nots, and it had this beautiful image of the bird, so I loved that. And let me open it up. I didn't open it up, but this is just some sari silk. It's easy to open. I normally, on my signature pages, a lot of times I use corrugated paper, and so that's what I did here. I have this corrugated paper, and then I added a book plate. I added just some old book paper. I added some lace. I added some of the sticky back velvet. Again, I was trying to, my friend Tanya Ferguson talks about using color throughout the journal where you draw your eye from another place in the journal. So I had strengthened the spine with the black sticky velvet. So I used that here to frame this image of the bird. And then I like to use, it's called ribbon twist paper. It adds a lot of texture but not very much bulk. So I did that. And then on the inside, again, I made a granny square triangle. Normally they're granny square squares, but I was thinking that would make a great element as a tuck spot. I also added, these are rusted ribbon crimps that I sell in my shop. And then I recently went to an estate sale, and I was able to get several pieces of chandelier crystals, and so that's what I added here. I added 3 along the journal, and just did that. And then I made a tag that goes here in the tuck spot. This was an inspiration from Ruby and Pearl XO. She made some tags where she added the wallpaper to the bottom of the tag and made kind of a little tuck spot. I added some of that ribbon twist paper, and so you have a spot to tuck something. And then I just added some tags. This one's just a little blank tag. And then this one, I got this idea from, I'm not sure if that's focusing, it was Oak House Journals. She embroideries on envelopes, and so I thought it would be pretty to highlight some of the picture here on the digital, and I made some French knots and then a woven rose, and just added that. That's something special. And then that just tucks in, and then it tucks in the little granny square. This binding, I tried to do some different bindings in these journals. It's just one signature. It's a metal prong fastener, and the beauty of this is if you wanted to add more pages or take some pages out, you can easily do that with this type of binding. So I just wanted to show that. I sell these, I rust these, I sell them in my Etsy shop, and then I added a little jewelry pin, I rust those, and then I added a little basket of flowers that I made, and I thought that went kind of with the forget-me-not theme from the bundle. So I added that. And then, like I say, most of my journals are a blank canvas. That gives you the opportunity to journal in them or to add your own ephemera or memories. So a lot of the pages are just blank, and I just kind of staggered them in this journal. Just a little different style than I normally do. This is some music paper. This is some tea-stained tracing paper. Love the sound. This is just some writing paper, graph paper. I believe this is multimedia paper. And then this is another item that I sell in my shop. It is, again, the rusted ribbon crimp. This is the bigger one. I added some rhinestones to it, and then I just added a little snippet of fabric and lace, and I have that. And then here's some more paper. This is that ribbon twist paper. I just left it kind of blank. You could add a picture or something. This is one of the crocheted flowers that I made, and I added just a rusted fender washer, which means it's just a little wider, and then a rusted brad, and I added a rhinestone to it. And then, keeping with that flower theme, I just added this digital, and it's a little tuck spot. Here again is some ledger paper, and then here is another one of the ribbon crimps with the crystal chandelier crystal, and then just some more plain paper. This was the green ribbon twist paper, and then this was just a printout, and again I added in the nest the little French knots for the eggs, and again that's from Oak House Journals. She does some amazing things. Then this was just a tuck spot, and then I made this tag. I added some fabric and lace. I added a little Discover tag. My friend Tanya Ferguson from Scribbles in Time, we exchanged some items in our shops, and she sent me this beautiful stamp of this bird, and I was so excited because I felt like it was the exact same bird on the front, so I was excited to include that in my journal and thought that was great. And then I'll just put it back here in the tuck spot. And then again, that tracing paper. This is an item, a new item to my shop. I sell these. They're alligator clips for your hair, and I rust them. And then on this one, I added a rhinestone. You use it like a paper clip to add things to your journal. So I did it at the top here and just added this little tag. And then another beauty of it is you can see it when the book is closed. So you could use it on the top or the side or the bottom, however you wanted to use it. But I like those. I think that's a fun little element. I like to have things that seem to be cohesive. I don't like to put in some bright silver item when the rest of the journal looks vintage, so I did that. Then I left these 2 pages blank. Again, here is the last little crystal, chandelier crystal, and then the back page is just a digital image. Then on the back, I added a glassine envelope, and I added some lace, and I just put in 2 little tags from, again, the Forget-Me-Not bundle from Graphics Fairy. And then back here, I'm not sure where I got this image, but it was a beautiful printout, and just made a little writing space for you. So that's this journal. I would appreciate your comments, and it will be for sale in my Etsy shop. I would really like to hear what you think about the crocheted items. These are just, again, some items that I added, and I thought it worked, but you may have a different opinion, especially since it's not a vintage item. People may not like it. So I didn't know if it was something I could incorporate into my shop, and was just wanting your opinion. I appreciate your time, and thank you very much.